Hello, my name is Rosanamod, and welcome to the rosanamod podcast. Want to modify your life? That is corny, but I'm going to keep it in there. This variety show brainstorms solutions for everyday challenges, unlocks your secret potential, think outside the box with creative ideas that improve your business and your life. Get inspired with special guests, get motivated with how-to projects for the whole family, and learn that life is too short for anything less than being happy. Laugh with me or at me, it doesn't matter. Somebody's going to laugh. Hey everybody, this is Rosanamod, and welcome to the rosanamod Variety Pod. I have for you today episode number 40. These are 10 ways to save you money. Before I start though, I just wanted to let you know that I did get my webcam, so I'll be ready to do some interviews next week. This episode tonight is a list of 10 things on varied subjects. I don't know if I want to do a focus list every Thursday or just talk about certain thrifting things or make lists out of them. I'm not really sure how I want to do that yet. So today I just had 10 ideas that I use all the time, and I just figured I'd share these with you, and I think you'll like them. The first one is pets. It's for pets. If you have dogs or cats or whatever and they have fleas and you want to get rid of the fleas, but you don't want them to take any chemicals and you want to do a natural DIY flea repellent, this is what you need. A small spray bottle. Get that at the dollar store, like I mentioned. Fill it up with water halfway. Citronella, eucalyptus, peppermint oil, and rosemary. You spray it right on your dog. Right now I'm only using the water with the eucalyptus and the peppermint and the rosemary, and that's what I use in the little spray bottle. And I'll spray her bed with it, and I'll spray her blankets with it. I don't see fleas or anything, but I'm just doing it as a preventive measure. And I also spray it on the rug when you enter, because sometimes fleas will get into underneath the door. They'll get in. So I kind of keep that stuff pretty taken care of. In Florida, it gets hot down here and fleas are a problem. All right, number 2 is roach repellent. Now I do have a HubPage article that I wrote about this, and I included the link in the episode below. What I do is simple. They don't like the same things that the fleas don't like. Basically, it's the citronella, the eucalyptus, the peppermint, the rosemary. What they really hate and what's worked for me, and I'm telling you, I've never had a roach. I mean, I can't even remember the last time I saw one. Buy the rosemary sprigs, which is the plant. You keep it all in one piece and you stick it in your cupboards or in your drawers, like all the way in the back of the drawers, And as far as the Vicks, if you don't have rosemary, but you do have Vicks Vapor Rub, I'm telling you it works. Take a little piece with your finger inside the jar and then just put it in the corners in each cupboard and in each drawer, and you will be amazed. Number 3 is the Keurig. Now I have a Keurig. I'm a coffee addict. I just had too many cups a day. So with the Keurig, it forces you to just have one cup at a time. So it kind of slows me down. It's really a good idea if you're trying to cut down on coffee. That's just by itself, but that's not what I'm telling you. The Keurig was getting really expensive for me because when you buy those pods, those Keurig cups or whatever you call them, it was getting a little pricey. It's like $30 for a box of, 20 or 25. It's ridiculous. It was way too much. So I bought a filter. It's a Keurig filter. It comes with this little cup. You put your coffee inside the filter just like you would a coffee pot, and you put it inside the little place where the cups go, and I didn't even know about it because I was so unfamiliar with the Keurig in general that when I saw somebody using it, I thought, what is that? What are you doing? Oh, you just put this coffee in here and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, okay. Okay, so that should save you some money. Okay, number 4, make your own mayonnaise. Now, I've been doing this for so long. You just get 1 egg. Now, some people don't like the white in the egg. They don't want to put the whole raw egg in there, and they just use the yellow part. That's totally up to you. I use the whole egg, and I don't measure. So you have the egg, the lemon juice, maybe, half a cup, I guess, and a cup of olive oil, let's just say. And then I'll just mix that together in the blender until it gets thick. When it gets nice and thick, you put it in a little jar, in a little glass jar or whatever, put it in the fridge, and it'll be, within less than an hour, it's going to get nice and stiff. And there you go. Perfect. You save your money on mayo. You can add stuff to it. I've done that. I've actually put oregano in there and garlic in there. It just made it kind of like a dressing. So it's up to you. And even put vinegar in that. Actually, if you add vinegar to that, you'll make yourself a dressing. It's perfect. So that's pretty easy. Number 5 is an app that I found called Gas Buddy, and it will show you the closest location within a couple mile radius of the lowest priced gas stations in your area. That's perfect. That is a great way to save money, especially now where the prices will start probably going up. That's always good to have. So it's called Gas Buddy, and it's an app on your phone. Just look it up. Number 6 is whitening your teeth. I've been doing this for a really long time, and I've got pretty white teeth, so I don't care what anybody says. It works for me. What I do is I get this small little, I don't know, I want to say Tupperware, but it's really tiny little Tupperware case with a little lid, and I put some peroxide in there, and I mix it with baking soda, and I mix it up until there's a paste. And then I'll get Listerine for the minty flavor, and I'll just put a little bit of Listerine in there. Keep it kind of, it's not ever going to be creamy like toothpaste, but it's going to be gritty and not too thick. But it depends on how much baking soda you put in there, and that's what I use. And it makes my teeth really nice and white. Now I will use toothpaste first, and then I'll do this after. This is as a whitening. But sometimes when I run out of toothpaste and I forget sometimes or whatever, I will just use this and it'll be just enough. It's perfect. Number 7 is blush. Okay. This goes into the beauty. And I didn't do on purpose. This I actually did by accident. I couldn't find my blush. I was desperate. I needed pink in my cheeks, so I used my lipstick. And the lipstick fit perfectly inside my purse. So I found a really cheap lipstick. Like, I think it was maybe $1. And I started using that as a blush. And I'll tell you another reason why it's good. Because it's cream and it's not powder. And when you're an older woman, everybody knows, and if you don't know, keep this in mind, as a good friend of mine from Facebook, photographer Corby Banner, told me, that you don't ever want to use powder on your eyelids because it causes more wrinkles. And in Hollywood, I guess that's how they make people look older, is by using powder on their skin, because the powder gets inside the crevices of your wrinkles and brings out your wrinkles more. So if you've got wrinkles around your eyes or anywhere else, you don't want to use powder. You want to use cream eyeshadows or cream makeup. So keeping in with that idea, I use the lipstick as my blush. I don't ever use a lot. When I say lipstick, I dab it on my cheekbone, very little, but it just feels nicer and it lasts longer. It looks perfect, and it's almost like a little shine on your cheekbones. I'm telling you, just lipstick for your blush, okay? You're welcome. Number 8 is for the older women over 50 or 60. If you use Poise, which is a bladder pad, you don't have to spend so much money on Poise. You don't have to spend so much money on those type of products. All you need to do is just buy light days or medium day maxi pads. It's the same thing, girls. It's the same thing. You know, you go over there and you use these bladder control products, but why? All you have to do is use what it's for. They absorb the same. They have the medium, they have the overnights, they have those too. So I thought, wait a minute, what's the difference? Isn't it the same thing? So I don't know, but this is what I'm telling you. Number 9 is when you want to make muffins or cupcakes, what do? You go to the store and you buy what? Cupcake mix and muffin mix? Do you specifically ask for muffin mix, or you specifically ask for cupcake mix? Would you consider using pancake mix for muffins or cupcakes? Why not? Guys, it's the same damn thing. The only difference is the packaging and the picture that they put on the package. So think about that. You're going to have to use your head to think outside the box a little if you want to save some money. Or the other way around, whatever's cheaper. Now, I did this out of need. It was an accident that I found this because I was looking to make cupcakes and I didn't have the cupcake mix that I thought I had. But I found 2 boxes of pancake mix and I thought I could just use this. Number 10 is toothpaste to cover the holes in your walls when you're moving or when you just want to cover the holes in your walls. Now, if you're like in an apartment like I am and it doesn't have white walls, it's like a beige. So if you put the toothpaste on that to cover the holes in the wall, you're going to see white, right? So what do? I use either foundation, base makeup that I have, and I mix it in there to match up the color. I'll either use acrylic paint, toothpaste to match the color of the wall, or I will use nail polish. So either one, nail polish you can get for $1, mix it with some toothpaste, you put it at that hole, you cover up that hole, and it will blend right into the drywall. And when it dries, you won't even remember where you put them. So that's another way to save money. You don't have to paint the whole wall. You don't have to do caulking or anything like that. So, all right. So in recap, I'll recap it for you real quick. You've got number 1 is the Pets flea spray with your spray bottled water with citronella, water, eucalyptus, peppermint, and rosemary. Number 2 is the roach repellent, which is the same as above, except probably not the citronella, just the Vicks Vapor Rub. Number 3 is the Keurig filters, buy your filters. Number 4 is the mayo with 1 egg and olive oil and lemon juice. Number 5 is going to be the apps, which is Gas Buddy. Number 6 is teeth whitener, which is peroxide and baking soda and Listerine, but you don't have to use Listerine if you can handle the flavor of the peroxide, and you don't want to drink it either. Just rinse it, okay? Rinse your mouth, don't eat it. And number 7 is blush for lipstick. Number 8 is instead of bladder control pads, just regular maxi pads. Number 9 is pancake mix equals muffin mix equals cupcake mix. Number 10 is covering your holes in the wall with toothpaste and nail polish or base foundation. In other words, think outside the box whenever you're trying to save money. Whenever you go to the store and you see a label of something that says, this is a cake mix, you can use the cake mix for pancakes. You can use the cake mix for muffins. It doesn't have to be specifically for what the package says. That's what I want you to do. Look at everything differently. If you're looking for a tan color for something that you need, think outside the box. Don't look at the paint. Look at your makeup. What do you have in your makeup? What kind of colors are available? In your eyeshadows, what can you use your eyeshadow for other than your eyeshadow? What can you use your charcoal for other than charcoal? What can you use chapstick for other than chapstick? There's just so many things that you can do if you really think outside the box. I hope you enjoyed your Thursday Thrifty Day mix. All right, everybody, thank you for listening. I appreciate your support. I hope that you're enjoying my daily pod, and please share with anybody that you might think would like it, and rate me with a T, okay? Rate me. That sounds weird. And review my show. Let me know what you think. I like your feedback. I like your comments. And don't forget that tomorrow is Food Friday. So we're going to have some recipes and really cool things for the weekend that you could use. So I will talk to you guys soon. And what do we say?